Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a woman absolutely captivated by a man who, by most people's standards, wasn't conventionally attractive? He wasn't the tallest, didn't have six-pack abs, didn't drive the flashiest car or wear the most expensive watch. And yet, there she was, leaning in when he spoke, laughing easily, touching her hair and holding eye contact just a little longer than usual. Here's the truth. Women are turned on by far more than just how a man looks. In fact, the real turn-ons, the ones that make her want to see you again, touch you, trust you, fantasize about you, have absolutely nothing to do with your jawline. They have everything to do with your presence, your energy, and your mindset. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 7 most powerful turn-ons for women. Ones that have nothing to do with your physical appearance. If you master these, you'll never worry about not being good-looking enough ever again. Let's get into it. The first and most magnetic quality that turns women on? Grounded confidence. This isn't bravado. It's not cockiness. It's not the guy who constantly needs to be the center of attention. This is the kind of confidence that's calm, secure, and self-possessed. It's the kind that says, I know who I am. I don't need to prove it. When a man is grounded, meaning he's not easily thrown off by stress, competition, or rejection, women notice. Because here's the thing. A woman's attraction is tied to her nervous system. If you make her feel calm, safe, and centered, because you're calm, safe, and centered, her body responds. You become the solid tree in a storm. And that security is intoxicating. Grounded confidence also means you don't get reactive. When she tests you, when other guys compete, when things don't go your way, you respond instead of react. You hold your center. That subtle power? It turns her on deeply. Further detail. Breathing techniques, posture, inner stillness, letting go of performance, confidence without needing to speak. Let's talk about something most men overlook, how you speak. Women are turned on by verbal clarity and intentionality. Not just what you say, but how you say it. You want to create chemistry through conversation? Speak with presence. Use your voice like an instrument, lower it slightly, slow down your pace, leave silence for tension to build because here's the reality. Women feel your words. The right words, delivered with the right energy, can make her stomach flip. It can create butterflies, curiosity, fantasy. And verbal presence isn't just about seduction, it's also about listening. When you listen actively, like you're not just waiting to talk, but you actually care, she feels it. And that is unbelievably sexy. Emotional intelligence is one of the biggest turn-ons a man can develop. Why? Because most men are either oblivious to emotional cues, overwhelmed by them, or dismissive entirely. A man with emotional intelligence doesn't just notice how a woman feels. He adjusts, not in a performative way, not in a people-pleasing way, but with attunement. He knows how to stay calm when she's emotional, notice when she's uncomfortable, support her without fixing her, and because so few men do this, it feels incredibly rare. And rare equals sexy. Social awareness, too, plays a role. Knowing how to move in a room, how to include others, how to make people feel safe, while standing in your own authority. That balance between dominance and empathy, it lights her up. Purpose is primal. When a man is immersed in something meaningful, something he's building, creating, or dedicating himself to, women feel it because purpose is direction, and direction is desire in motion. Here's why this turns her on. A purposeful man doesn't orbit around a woman hoping she'll complete his life. He has a life. He's already fulfilled. So if she joins that life, it's because she enhances it, not because she is it. That energy is deeply attractive. It creates space for her to admire you, to support you, to dream with you. Not from a place of codependency, but from respect. And when a woman respects you deeply, her arousal follows naturally. You know what really turns women on? Restraint. A man who isn't in a rush to get to the goal, who enjoys the slow burn. Most men push. They escalate too quickly. They can't handle the tension. But the man who holds back just a little longer? Who lets her wonder, crave, lean in first sometimes? That man activates her feminine energy like a magnet because he communicates something powerful without saying a word. I want you. But I don't need to rush. You're worth the wait. Restraint shows emotional and sexual mastery. And that mastery? turns her on more than any perfect body ever could. Masculine leadership doesn't mean control. It means direction with care. Women are deeply turned on by men who take initiative, who make decisions, who protect and guide in small, effortless ways. Like what? Planning the date instead of whatever you want, walking on the outside of the street, asking what she wants, and then choosing for both of you. It's not about dominance. It's about presence plus decisiveness. The more she feels like she can relax around you, because you've got it handled, the more her desire wakes up. Feminine energy craves structure. And your structure is what makes her feel free enough to surrender into intimacy. Last, but absolutely not least, is something every woman loves: play. We live in a heavy world, and women often carry the emotional weight of everyone around them. So when a man can bring lightness, humor, goofiness, and joy, without needing to be taken too seriously, he becomes irresistible. Playfulness isn't immaturity. It's emotional freedom. It tells her, you're safe to be silly here. You can be yourself. And when she feels emotionally free, that unlocks her physical desire. Flirty teasing, inside jokes, spontaneous adventures. Those aren't just fun. They're foreplay. Looks may get attention, but these make her want to stay. If you want to turn a woman on, and I mean deeply on, you have to touch more than just her body. You have to touch her emotions, her imagination, her sense of safety, her sense of adventure. When you master these 7 things, you become unforgettable. And here's the best part: you don't need to be rich, tall, ripped, or famous. You just need to become the man who makes her feel something real. So start here. Pick one of these to work on, and watch the shift begin. Like this video? Subscribe, and let me know in the comments, which of these traits surprised you most, and which one are you already building? Until next time, stay confident, stay intentional, and stay grounded. She's already noticing.